you with the inaugural cooking show of Straight Talking Fedora Chick's Kitchen Mishaps. So you're going to want to stick around for this. We are doing a St-Paddy's Day feast, where right now I'm sweating out onions for the Irish stew because we can't have a St-Paddy's Day without an Irish stew. You know, in culture, certain cultures, everything's interchangeable. The beef stew, boeuf bourguignon, is with red wine and beef, sometimes beef, I don't know. And the Irish stew is with lamb and a big can of stout. So, but we're not going to be using lamb or beef here for obvious reasons. We're going to be using portobello mushrooms. Now, if you wanted to, you could, I suppose, buy the simulated beef cubes, or if you have any seitan flavored roast beef or seitan flavored steak, that could work well too. We're going to be putting in the broth soon enough. It's going to be slow cooked for a few hours. Also on the menu tonight, an adaptation of Irish soda bread. It's an adaptation, yes. And we're also going to have shepherd's pie, as well as an all-green salad. That's with all vegetables and fruit that are green, like green grapes. And we're about to set fire to the kitchen. Well, it is called Kitchen Mishaps for a reason. So we'll see if we all survive. Going to put a little bit of vegan Worcestershire. Sorry, kids, I don't really measure unless I'm baking. So we eyeball around here. For those who don't know, Worcestershire sauce actually is made with anchovies in cubes. Yeah, so we're going to put a couple of cubes in that. Don't worry, kids, the beer will come. Scout's honor! Yes, kids, I fly by the seat of my pants. Look at this. We're setting fire to the kitchen here. Hope the insurance is paid up. So now we're going to turn this lower. Let's see if I can figure out this stove. Talk about learning on the fly. Gordon Ramsay would cry if he saw me cutting. Oops. Somebody's calling us. Nobody's home. There we go. And, of course, carrots. You can cut them any way you want, and if you're using the bigger carrots, just round slices would do just fine. But this is the way we roll around here today. Does anybody here mention it in the comment section? If you remember from my generation a show called Walk with Yan, this would be for Canadians who would know this. Yeah, it was a dude named Stephen Yan from out west. He would have a play on words, you know, with the word walk, like walk with me and walk and roll. And you would see him with this huge cleaver, chopping up whatever he's chopping, meat, veggies, whatever. And usually he would have a little stick like, okay, let's make sure all our fingers are there, something along those lines. So that's the way we're going to pretty much roll around here. We're going to be sure to count my fingers. Got another funny story about that, more on a personal level. Not last Christmas, the Christmas before, a friend of mine came to visit. He himself is quite the cook, but he had sharpened my knives for me, and I was cutting stuff up in the kitchen. I ended up slicing fingers not on one hand, but on both my hands. Yeah. On both my hands. I think I've improved this since then. Let's try to keep the slicing to one hand. Okay. Turn that around. And a little bit of and an equal amount of water about. Okay. Nice and smooth. We'll dump that in. It's going to be our thickener. Okay, and now the beer is where? Where's the beer? Where's the beer? Thank you very much. It's the mysterious hand that hands me things. Things like the Addams Family. Things. You remember things? So I have my own thing from the Addams Family. Yep. See, I have my own thing. Okay, so thing, I suppose if there's a last drop can sip it. I should take the last sip. So now we've got some herbs. Spices. We're going to put some pepper in there. Because we like some kick around here. We like some kick around here, kids. There we go. We got ourselves some bay leaves. Okay. A few bay leaves, that'll do it. Not too much. Depends on your taste. You do you. But rosemary tends to be a very strong tasting herb. So, we're going to do, you remember how we used to go with the blades of grass? I'm going to do it like this. Oh, there's a friend of mine who would say I'm committing sacrilege here, but he ain't here. Okay. We're going to stir that. Oh, I forgot to put some garlic in. There we go. Yes, I'm lazy, so I don't puree and chop my own garlic. I buy it in jars. Okay, you see, mishap number, how many? How many mishaps have I had so far? I don't know. Who's counting? Yeah. Okay. Now, I tend to like my stew pretty thick and chunky. If you like it with more liquid, oh, thank you, Thing. If you like it more liquid, you just add more liquid, like more broth or more water or whatever. But we like it pretty thick. I might add more liquid later. Okay. This is going to simmer for a while. And we'll be back with it later. And we're going to move on to an adaptation of Irish soda bread. Yes. Okay. Do we have a lid for this pot? Half cup. So kids, we're starting with Irish soda bread. And what I've just incorporated in the food processor here is 3 cups of spelt flour with 1.5 cups of all-purpose. Okay. And I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of coconut sugar. Cereal bowl. Okay. Yeah. Oh, kids. Soda bread usually has buttermilk in the recipe, so we're going to simulate this by adding 1 3/4 cup of plant-based milk. You could use soy or whatever. I like oat milk, but if you prefer, like I said, soy or almond milk or whatever, any plant-based milk will do. Okay, so that's 1 3/4 cups. So I got to get my. This is the thing. We got to assemble cups here. Okay, that's half and 1/4 cup. Okie doke. So as I was saying, we're going to add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to this mix. And we're going to let it sit for a few minutes. to do its thing, to do its fine. Okay. So we're going to let that sit for a few minutes. Now, as mentioned in the food processor, I have 3 cups of spelt flour, 1½ cups of all-purpose. I know, I'm making a mess. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of coconut sugar. And the baking soda, it is 1 teaspoon. As soon as I find my teaspoon. There we go. Baking soda. As soon as I find it. I know, I should keep my stuff together. Okay, kids, don't practice this at home. Okay, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And so, I don't have cornstarch today, so we're going to try out some tapioca starch, tapioca flour. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Whoops, it's a tablespoon, not a teaspoon. Ha. Okay. We got to cut in the vegan butter, which is in the fridge, and I will go get it shortly. It's 4 tablespoons, or the equivalent of, and got to cut it up. Make sure the butter is cold, so don't keep it in your hands too long, because it'll melt. Oh, I think we do. So we're going to pulse this a bit until it's like a crumble. Oops. Let's add salt. Whoops. Okay, now we gotta turn this off. Because the thing came alive on me. This is what happens. It comes alive. Okay. Okay, so if it doesn't come alive on me. Okay, and we're sticking it in for about 45 minutes. Hey kids, we're back with our friend Thing, and we're doing the everything, all things green salad. It's not really an Irish dish, it's not even an adaptation. It was a recipe that I had found from my ex-partner's family, who served it one Passover. So it's mixed with, they call it an all-green salad, but not in the same definition, it's because everything in it happens to be green. And it's a mixture of fruit and some veggies. So onward, and it's a marinated salad, so onward. Oh yeah, my knife. Here we go. So, some avocado. Sorry, I know I'm not very dainty. Now, there's 2 avocados in there. We're serving about 3 people. So, adjust accordingly if you're serving more or less. Oh. Usually, kids, I warn you, I tend to injure myself with this thing. Don't worry, we have an emergency crew on standby. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. See, this is why we call it kitchen mishaps, because I'm also very accident prone, as you've all been known to see. Deliberately? That's up to you to figure out, dear viewers. So I'm just going to cut these in half quickly so they're more bite-sized. What's that they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? I don't know, do you believe in that? You don't have to peel the cucumbers. I ordinarily don't, but I'm serving guests today who tend to prefer it that way. So, because I like to make my dinner guests happy, or at least give the illusion that I'm making them happy. Hey, easy to slice. I think I still have all my fingers. Even Yan would be proud of me. Oops. I think something fell off to the side. So we also have the green grapes. Okay. And spinach. I've got some baby spinach. You know, kids, you could put in, I have seen it done, you could add celery to it. You know, and as a matter of fact, if you don't want it all green, it doesn't have to be. Just fun for St-Paddy's Day. So, see kids, we make do with what we have. And then we're going to dump the creme de menthe in. No, kidding. We're not. No, we're not. We are dumping creme de menthe in the salad. No, we're not. Yes, we are. You'll just have to wait and see. It's now tossed. We're going to mix our dressing in a small bowl. Now, again, kids, I don't really measure. I need a fork. Thank you. A little bit of olive oil. Okay. Usually I try to go oil-free at home, but this is a feast, and we have special occasions. Okay, so now some lime juice. You could, now obviously it would be preferable to some to squeeze out their own limes, but once again, I'm lazy, so I prefer it already done for me. Okay. Alrighty. We're going to season. Oops, I might have put it. Okay. Salt. Okay, so I also have some fresh basil leaves, which I am about to roughly chop up. I'm going to put it in the dressing. Okay. No, basil is healthy. They say it's good for diabetics. At least that's what I've been told. I don't know. Feel free to correct me on that in the comments section below. This is what they call a chiffonade, which is what we're going to do. My chiffonade is not exactly pretty. But like I said, if you want pretty, go find a unicorn latte at Starbucks. Do they still sell those things? Revolting colors. Okay. So, there we go. If you want to sweeten it up, one can use agave, which I don't have with me, but we're going to try a little bit of coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is a lot less sweet than the normal cane sugar, for those who don't know. Okay. So now what we're going to do is going to marinate in this. Okay. I would say about an hour. To let it marinate so all the flavors merge together. We're going to send it to the fridge to marinate. And there you have your everything green salad, which we will serve in about an hour.
Smells amazing.
Thank you.
So where are we at now?
The stew is almost done, so we're going to let that rest for a bit. Stew is pretty much almost done. We're going to let that rest. So we're going to put that aside because we're going to start to do the shepherd's pie. So we're going to put a little bit of oil, not too much. Just No. Okay.
Can I add something about the Divine Olive? It's actually a man that is from here in the region of Montreal that sells this. He's from Morocco, gets the olives from Morocco, and sells it here at farmers market.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's always good to support the local market, the local market.
Divine Olive. Oh, shit.
You almost got the strap in this.
Yes. I'm new to this.
That's okay. So am I.
The hand.
The hand, yeah. Thing.
The thing.
Yeah, thing talks now. Yeah, thing talks. So. With Irish jig music. For those who are wondering, and any viewers from the UK or Ireland, of course, obviously know this, but many in the Americas call shepherd's pie, and they make it with ground beef, which actually, in reality, it's made with ground lamb. Shepherd, sheep, lamb, play on words, whatever. But those who make it with beef is actually known as a cottage pie. Here, it'll be actually, in the true sense of the word, neither, because we're not using beef or lamb. We're going to be using the Gardein ground round very shortly. You could use lentils once they're cooked in its liquid. Lentils would work. I suppose mung beans could work too, but today we're using the ground round. Okay. So we've got a vegan-friendly red here. We'll use this to deglaze the pan.
What's the name of the wine?
This one is called Kotsifali PGIK. I think it's from Greece. Ayarakari wine. I think it's from Greece. Yeah. I was informed that this was a vegan-friendly wine. Okay, we figured out that. Okay, so and here we go. A little bit of dry thyme. A little bit of dry thyme in it. Oops. Just a little bit, as mentioned, because don't like it too much of it in. I'm gonna put a little bit of more rosemary in there, just a little bit. Okay. Kind of resembles TDP. Okay, so there we go.
What's in the Gardein?
I beg your pardon?
What's in the Gardein?
This is made with pea protein and soy. If you're soy-free, like I said, lentils or mung beans would work. Okay, so as you can see, I've got some potatoes cooking. They're going to be mashed. And we've got the ground round and the carrots and onions going in some red wine. And now we're going to add the vegan Worcestershire. I'm going to add some garlic. Okay. This one has a more umami flavor, I find, than the original Worcestershire with the anchovies. Okay. But yeah, because I'm lazy, I prefer my stuff in a jar. This garlic, by the way. In case I didn't mention it before. Forgetful had me. Because we're going to bake it in the oven for about a half hour at 350. I'm starting to learn my way around this kitchen. I'm starting to. You want to try a bite?
Yes.
Thing wants to try a bite. Here we go. Hot.
flavorful.
Thank you.
I like it.
If you hear a thud to the floor and the camera going off focus, that's things falling to the ground from food poisoning.
No, it's delicious.
I tend to like my mashed potatoes a little bit more smooth. And I'm going to make a little more broth to mashed potatoes. You could use a plant-based milk. I'm going to use a veggie broth and some vegan butter and a little nutritional yeast for the potatoes. It's a staple in every vegan's kitchen. It is, of course, not a live yeast, so you can safely eat it. It often gives a nutty or a cheese flavor. Sometimes it gives a cheesy flavor. Okay, so we've already, welcome back to the program, already in progress. Mashed potatoes. I've already put in the broth, the nutritional yeast, salt and pepper, and the vegan butter. I'm such a messy chef. Actually, I'm not a chef because I'm not certified. I don't even play a certified chef on radio. Come to think of it, I don't play a lot of roles on radio anymore. So we're going to stick this in the oven for about, I'm just going to put a little bit of butter on to top it off, just to top it. Good. Okay. So kids, that's the shepherd's pie. It's going to go in there for about a half hour at 350. Set the timer. We're good. Now this bread is cooled down. You know when it's ready because hollow sound. See, nobody's home. Well, dessert is going to come later. It's a drinkable dessert. It's sort of a grown-up spin on the shamrock shake that McDonald's offers once a year, or some McDonald's offer once a year. I've never seen it here in Montreal, but apparently other people have. So, but it's going to be a more grown-up take because there will be some booze in it. Grasshopper, shamrock, well, I'll call it the shamrock grasshopper. So we'll be back before you know it, kids. Hey, kids. So the moment you've all been waiting for. Drinkable dessert. And it's really simple. Forgot one ingredient. We only have 3 ingredients. Some of the plant-based milk, again the oat milk.
Like
but anything would work. And we've got vanilla coconut milk ice cream. So, yep. So a vanilla ice cream, and of course, green lightning. Green creme de menthe with the milk in. Okay. So now comes the fun part, the ice cream, which is not completely thawed, but we're going to do our best. So I would say about half the pint, because we're drinking our ice cream. And it's going to be fun. What milkshakes are. So it's what I like to call the grasshopper shamrock shake. The shamrock shake for grown-ups. I would say about 3 ounces would be, I'm assuming this is an ounce?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what, maybe not even 3 ounces. Okay. Here we go. So we close up or we have an explosion in here. This is a little different from mine at home, but we get used to things around here. So we're going to... Okay. Now, ordinarily, a lot of people like to put whipped cream on it, but we're not going to today. And yes, you can buy coconut or rice whip or soy whip in the supermarket, or you can make your own out of coconut cream or coconut milk and ice and sugar. So this is what we have. So this is first thing, and let's do cheers. Like happy St-Paddy's Day.
Happy St-Paddy's Day.
There we go. So that's it. That's about going to do it for us here. Straight Talking Fedora Chick and Thing over and out.